Live from the internet, it's the Dr. Tom the Frog Show!
Hi-ho, this is Dr. Tom the Frog, and you're watching the Dr. Tom the Frog Show. I'm super excited because tonight we have on the prolific game blogger and game designer known as Quinn Murphy. How are you doing, Quinn?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Great. That's great, because I'm not doing so good today myself, actually. See, my cousin Lenny was invited to make a presentation to a high school biology class last week, and he's still not answering his phone.
Oh, ooh, that's rough.
Yeah. Should I be worried?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You might need to. Whatever you do, don't go in there to check out yourself.
Okay. I'll phone a friend.
Yeah. Send someone.
Okay. Now, Quinn, I understand that you've recently released a game that sounds really tasty about 5 flies. I can't wait to check it out.
Oh, it's actually not flies, although that could be tasty. It's actually 5 fires.
Oh, five fires. So it's about firefighting in the upper northwest?
Actually, it's about rapping and hip hop in New York City.
Oh, that sounds rather intriguing. Like, can you kick a hole in your speaker, pull the plug, and then jet?
Yes, exactly.
Hip hop and African American culture is kind of underrepresented in RPGs, kind of like the amphibian community. I think we've got a thing in common here, Quinn. How are you addressing diversity in the game design?
There's so many. Diversity is such a big topic, and ultimately, and I've done a lot of writing and thinking and talking about it, but ultimately it came down to we just have to make games, and we have to make games about things we want to see, and for people we like to do it. I think there are a lot of people who are into hip-hop and would like to see something that is about some of the themes and include some of those elements. So I figured, just why not? I've been working on it for a couple of years and just plugging away at it. So
do you have to actually write a rap song?
No. One of the important parts of me is important parts for me of the game is that it's not about trying to emulate people in hip hop culture. You're not going to have to break dance. You're not going to have to, actually graffiti up your house or write a rap song. Like, there are mechanics in there. While there are mechanics for creating art, but there are sort of ways to simulate the notion of an artist creating things for an audience. So and it's all collaborative. So everyone sort of works together, and one person's sort of in charge and selecting different elements that the group throws out there.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay. Oh, I mean, because it would be neat if there was a performance element.
There could be. I mean, that would be pretty much the advanced mode of the game, right? If the game is pretty rules light, and if you wanted to do a performance thing, I think anybody could be free to. But I didn't want to require that of people, because I wanted people to come to it. If you didn't know much about hip hop, or just weren't a performer, like I'm not much of a rapper, I'll tell you that. But I enjoy it. I wanted something that I could come in there and not feel stage fright just for playing the game.
I understand that you've recently released a game that's all about NPR, and you, like, every once in a while you have to stop the game, interrupt everyone, and try to raise money. How's that going?
That's going good, although it's a slightly different topic. It's called Community Radio, and it's about a game where you play residents in sort of a creepy town, and you go through. You improv out scenes that happen in this creepy town, and then somebody plays a radio announcer and sort of announces what was happening afterwards. and it's a sort of a dark comedy game. There's similarities to, for me, I like to think of it as Twin Peaks meets NPR. Or better yet, Twin Peaks meets Northern Exposure, I think is more there. A podcast that some people might be familiar with that has a lot of similarities to it is Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh, right. I think that has stories about raining frogs sometimes, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Community rate. So is that just a game you've got in play test, or is that out?
I've done some play testing. It's out now. People can get it. It's a short game. It's nice because you can play it with small or large groups of people.
Okay. Now, Quinn, I've got a serious question for you now. All this talk about right and wrong. We got a serious question I really need to know. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is your favorite old school rapper and why?
Rakim. Because he just is. I mean, still, I went on a thing in this game. You can imagine for Five Fires, I've re-listened to a lot of old school hip hop. And I still listen to his stuff today, and his lyricism, his rap skill is great, but his lyricism was still impactful today. And when he released it, it was completely ahead of his time.
Well, I got to tell you, Quinn Murphy, it was a super pleasure having you on the show. Thanks for being on the Dr. Tom the Frog Show, Quinn.
Thank you for having me. It was great.
You just watched the Dr. Tom the Frog Show, and we hope that you liked what you saw, yo. But if it was a big waste of your time, well, it's free, so that's not a crime. But if it was a waste of your time, yes, it's free, so that's not a crime.